Hey guys, today I'm filming one of my hit it or quit it thoughts on hauls. If you've never seen one of these videos from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically I'm going to be reviewing the products I featured in a haul video a year ago to let you know my current thoughts on those products. I did not do this video last month, so I'm going to be talking about two haul videos in one, my February and my March haul of last year. I will have them both linked down below. I will list all the products. I'm not going to talk about every single thing because last month I almost didn't do it at all because I just didn't feel interested. So I have a lot of things here, so I'm going to move quickly. So first, Ulta, there was the free gift of the Mara Badescu Hyaluronic Dew Cream. I didn't find it to be that hydrating. I didn't love the way it felt on the skin. Dose of Colors Cutting Edge Palette. I never used it. I regretted buying it, so I'm going to try to sell it. The Kitsch Leopard Towel Scrunchies. And I actually have one right here. This is what they look like. I think that these are very helpful for travel, but I couldn't just, you know, like sleep in it overnight or something because it's gonna make my hair dry all funky. But for travel purposes where I don't want to bring a hair towel and forget it, that is super helpful. And then I bought a twin pack of the Turby Twist. I love these, use them all the time. I know people have said that it's not incredible, works fine for me. Then I purchased a lot of things from Jaclyn Cosmetics when it came to Ulta, and then her first release were the blush bronzer duos and the different highlighters. And the first product I forgot to grab, it is the Mood Light Luminous Powder and Brighten Up, which was the lightest shade. This is a really nice glowy powder. I would not use to set, but I would just use it to give a nice subtle glow. I have tried the Hourglass powders, but I think it might be because the ones I'm trying are from palettes that are too close to my skin tone, but they really don't give like a ton of glow and I don't get what's special about them. But with that Jaclyn powder, I feel like that's how other people feel about the Hourglass ones. It's very nice. I would love to use it more. It's a bit of an extra step, but I can see why people would really like it, especially people with dry skin, but it is very pretty. Then I did get the loose highlight in the shade Extra, which is the lightest shade, and it's like a warm tone white. Very intense. It is finely milled, but it is a little bit glittery looking. The sifter is nice and small, which I appreciate, and it's also deep. The packaging I think is good on this loose highlight, but I don't reach for it very often. I wanted to try like one of each of her formulas, but I could have done without that. Then we've got her pressed highlighters. I hate the packaging, but I really like this formula. I especially love the shade Iced. I wore this a lot in winter. It's a really beautiful icy peach color. And then the other one I have is Sparks, which is a very light yellow tone highlight that I will wear in the fall. It is like pretty dang yellow though. I wish when she had first released these products at Morphe, when it was a palette, that I would have purchased that because it had these two shades and two others, but one that was a lighter champagne shade that she does not have in her current lineup, which is a shame because I think that would work best for me. So if I had to pick one, I would just pick Iced. Then I did get the blush bronzer duo, and I got Warm Flesh and Golden Goddess. It does show up nicely on my skin tone, but these are very soft, subtle powders. So I'd say go darker, use more of a dense brush. I think this is fine. I forgot to mention this in my spring makeup must-haves because it's not a must-have, but I want to get more use out of it in the spring, so I think I'll set it to the side to get more use out of it, but you can totally pass on this. It is not special. And then I had also gotten the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. My friend Jean and I had gotten a holiday duo pack on sale and split the cost of that. That is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. I do like it more than the Milani. Then from Walmart, I was so excited to find this. This is the Milani All-Inclusive Face and Eye Palette in a light to medium shade. This setup is like a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury full face like lookbook thing. So you've got a shimmer blush, matte blush, highlight, bronzer, two matte eyeshadows and a shimmer eyeshadow. I like the eyeshadows and the matte blush. Shimmer blush is fine. I think the formula of these are nice, but I think that the shades are too warm toned to go with the other things in this palette. I think these should have been a little bit more neutral, and all of the matte products in here are super powdery, and I thought about getting rid of this at one point, but when I make looks with it, I do think it's very pretty. So I am going to be hanging on to that do think it's worth picking up. It does come in 2 shades. It is available at Ulta now, but I think Ulta just has the lightest shade for some reason, but Walmart should have the deeper version as well. Then I had gotten some things from the BoxyCharm Facebook group, and the first was the Laura Mercier Matte Baked Radiance powder in Highlight 01. A really nice soft subtle highlight. I wasn't sure how well this would show up on my skin tone, but I am able to see like a subtle glow. I do think it is nice, not necessary to have, but I know subtle highlights are more popular now. So if you find it at like TJ Maxx, I would pick it up. It's good. I don't reach for it a ton. Also, my contour is so harsh right here. I forgot to blend out my cheek product before I applied settings right. It doesn't look that bad over here, but over here is like not good. So I wanted to address it because I can see it right now, but like, let's not look at it. Then also from the BoxyCharm Facebook group, I got the Huda Beauty Pastel Mint Palette. I knew I should not have gotten it, and I did. And guess what? I was disappointed. The shades were very sheer, had to be built up a ton, powdery a little bit, but mostly just like dense. Like, so no. I don't like the Obsessions formula. I try to resist the different little collections because I think they're so cute, but the reviews are so mixed. Then I got a little mini from my friend Angela, who I purchased the palette from, and it was the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better face primer. I haven't tried it yet, but it will be in a project pan this year, so we'll both see my thoughts on it. Then I had gotten the Tower 28 Daily Rescue facial spray. I have not tried it yet, and I was wondering why that product was included in BoxyCharm, but it's because they finally ended up repackaging it. So haven't tried it yet. I need to now that I'm going back into the office and I'm still wearing masks there. And then I got my favorite product, the Rowan Liquid Lip Balm in Charlie. This is my yearly favorites. I love this color. It's such a pretty shade. The formula is so nice and smooth. I love that it has the mint scent. I also love this applicator shape. This is a perfect product. This is a clean beauty brand, so it does expire a little bit quicker. I would love to try the lighter shade Remy. They do have a darker one, and then they have 3 shimmer glosses. Kaki likes this formula a lot, and she said the shimmer formula was terrible, so I love it. I did end up buying a backup of it because it's a very expensive product and I got it very cheap. And then I placed an M Cosmetics order. I think I was able to get 20% off these products. So I got one of the Heaven's Glow blushes in Faded Clementine. Really nice glowy blush, but it does show up nicely on my skin. I have a light skin tone. Gives glow, but doesn't look too glittery. Then I have an eyeshadow palette, and this is Magic Hour. It is the peachy one, 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. I do find that these are pigmented. They apply nicely. It's not like the most like overly pigmented product, but I think it's easy to work with. The only thing I don't like is that it's not easy to open. I feel like I'm gonna jack up the shadow or my fingernails every single time. It makes me not want to clasp it all the way. So I would love for them to make their packaging magnetic, because I think that it's super cute looking, but just drives me bonkers. And then I have one of their lip cushions in the shade Venetian Rose. I love this mauve color. I think it's so nice, and it really is a rosy mauve, not too purple but not too dark. A very comfortable formula, gives a super glossy finish, not very long lasting, but I feel like you can't have it all. This is good. I have purchased more shades since, and I have done the same with the palette and the blush. I do want to try to resist this brand a little bit more. It's just so cool, and I always want to try their products, but it is very expensive, so I try to hold out until they have sales, which is only like twice a year, which is a bummer, but they do free gifts all the time. So that's something good to note. I would definitely sign up for their emails. And then I got some things from ColourPop. I made an order with my friend Jean. So I got some Super Shocks. This first one is Mint For You. It's a metallic finish. Absolutely love this. It's not too white based. It looks so pretty on the eye. It doesn't draw attention to any like crepiness. Then I got these 2 Super Shocks from the Wine collection. This first one is a re-promote. I had it when it originally came out, although it didn't quite look this rosy. This is Mousse. It's an ultra metallic finish. Haven't used it yet. Oh, goodness. And then dropped it on the floor. Then this one is a little broken, so I'm gonna be careful. And this is in the color, oh Okay, I said I was gonna be careful and it still fell out. This is the color Wine Down, also an ultra metallic finish, and I also have not used that one yet. And then I also got the Wine and Only palette. I went back and forth on this one a lot because I have Naked Cherry, but I do think that this is different. I think this is pretty. It was not necessary to have. There are two mattes with glitter. The lighter one I was using a lot as a transition crease shade, and then this one has like so much glitter, it's insane. So I would like this palette more if those were just mattes, but I think the other shades in here are nice. I don't think that this is in like my top 20 palettes, but I don't necessarily regret buying it. Then I had purchased from Dose of Colors at full price this lip set because I love their liquid lipstick formula. So this is their Thanks for the Love set. So it comes with this lip liner and XOXO. This formula, I think a lot of people would like it because it's like a mix between like thick waxy and then like thin and creamy, and it's a retractable one. Then we've got these three Velvet Mousse lipsticks, which I was so disappointed because I saw that it said velvet and I thought it was gonna be like the velvet lips from the Desi and Katie collection, which are so good. They're very similar to like a ColourPop Ultra Satin lip, but a little thinner. So I thought that's what these would be like. No, this is a mousse formula. I don't like it. I think it's okay. I have one more that I bought from the Donald Duck collection, but I'm not gonna buy any more of the velvet mousses. So you've got like three different nude colors in here. Sweet Talk, Other Half, and Main Squeeze. So they all have like different undertones, but like this is something that I do regret buying. It's just not my favorite formula, and the applicator is shaped differently. It is just like a round flat paddle, and I preferred the shape of the original one. It looks like that little chair, and I think it just like helps hug my lip lines and makes it just easier to apply. So I do wish I did not buy that. And then I also got the Kaleidos and Angelica Neek Fist palettes. I recreated some looks from her, I should say, that I really liked. I like the more cool tone look, and I love the look I did with this row here. But for me, this has too many blues and greens, which I don't tend to wear. I'm so happy that I have this because I love Angelica. I'm happy to have this. The shimmers in here, the duochromes in them, they were so transformative, and when I pair them with different mattes, they really change. And I feel like I haven't really seen other shadows. I know that they're out there, but like for me, when I was applying it, I was like, wow, that looks like a totally different color, which was really impressive to me. The formula was so good. My first time trying Kaleidos eyeshadows. It's just not necessarily my color story. So that's everything from my first video, the February one. Then getting into the one from March from Ulta, I had purchased the Kitsch Leopard cotton face mask. I feel like those were kind of tight and small, so I don't love them. Then I got an EOS Smooth Stick and Sweet Mint, which I love. Not too thin, not too thick, easy to reapply throughout the day. Then the Ulta freebie was the CoverFx Monochromatic lip colors, and I had seen one video on them. I got the shade Soft Peach. No, I definitely should have gone with Warm Honey. They match the blushes. It's a super thin formula. Soft Peach basically looked like Kraft mac and cheese powder. It was so ugly looking. The formula was like very thin, totally dried down. It wasn't the most comfortable, but I honestly can't even really tell you because I couldn't get past the shade. I did try to like blot it out with my finger and that looked better, but like I got rid of that. I was just bummed with the color that I got. And then because they were trying to get rid of the Kylie stuff, they gave us a Sipping Pretty palette. I put that in my sell pile. I didn't end up using it. I wasn't in love with the colors. Then Urban Decay was repackaging their single shadows. So I picked up my favorite shade, YDK. I had purchased this the last time they changed their packaging when I was in college. And this is the most gorgeous taupe color that is not too cool tone, too gray. I really love this, and it's not in their new lineup, so I'm really, really glad that I picked that one up. And I don't have the Naked 2 palette anymore. I haven't used it since I bought it, but I still am happy to have it. Then I got some things from the ColourPop Make It Black collection. First being a re-promoted Creme Gel Liner in Rosette. This is a mix between a rose gold and a copper. I absolutely love this. One of my favorite liners of all time. You guys know I love this formula because I feel like it lasts very well, where other liners like Urban Decay just are like down my face. And this one works so well and I love that color. Then also from the Make It Black collection, I got this Super Shock Shadow Duo. I think these were also re-promotes. I haven't used either of these. This first one is Millennium. It's an ultra metallic finish, which is my favorite. It has no glitter and just has a very metallic sheen. And then this is also ultra metallic. And this is Main Attraction. Haven't used that one yet either, but I do really like Super Shocks. I do think I want to stop buying them though, just because I don't use singles a ton. Not anymore anyway. Then I got the ColourPop Animal Crossing 5-Star Island palette. It had a pressed glitter, it had a matte with glitter, and then like a light yellow shimmer, and then like a matte warm pinky coral color. I liked the matte pinky coral and I have other shades that are similar, so I returned it. Very happy that I did. Then they were getting rid of Dose of Colors at Ulta, so I got this for maybe think 30% off, and I'm glad because they sold out before they even got to be like super discounted. And this was the last shade that I wanted from their range. It's in the new packaging. All of my other ones are in the old packaging, so I hate that it stands out, but I'm glad I was able to get it. This is the shade Mood, just like a really deep vampy color, but it's so pretty. That's my favorite liquid lipstick formula. I think it does dry down completely, but it's still pretty comfortable. And that was everything from Ulta. Then from ColourPop, I had gotten some things that were on sale. This was not on sale, but they restocked it. It is the ColourPop Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sistas palette. I absolutely love these 3 columns here. I think they're incredible. I don't like these at all, but those 3, insane. I loved the 3 looks I created with this. And they did bring this back last year when they did like the second version of the palette, and I could have gotten it on sale, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with it because I almost missed my chance of getting it. Then I also got one of the liners, which again, they've also brought back. This is the Creme Gel Liner in Sistas. And I'll tell you that I'm not really ready to get rid of it, but I could have done without this. It's a shimmery red orange. And to me, this needs to be like a little bit more orange or a little bit more red. Definitely more wearable for me to wear coppers over this, but I have it. I'm keeping it. I got another Creme Gel Liner, and this one is in Wildcat, which is like a light pea soup color. I wouldn't even call this olive. I think it's a little too light for that, but I do really like this one. I would love to see like a matte olive from ColourPop because you guys know I love their formula, but I'm happy I got that one. Then I got the Candyland Glowing Lip Balm in Mr. Mint. Very lightly pigmented, not that hydrating, and it was not on sale, so I wish I did not buy that. Then I got their small palette that was called Sparkle, and then I got their medium-sized Palm Tree palette. They're fine, they're affordable. And then I also got the Sandstone palette. I am gonna sell that one. I never used it, and it has so many mattes with glitter, which is my least favorite finish, but it was on super sale. I forgot to grab these. I'll have to insert some pictures. So I bought the Rendezvous palette, which was a holiday palette that I believe they still have on Amazon or Nordstrom, wherever it is. I will link it for you guys. That was one of my favorites of last year. It has 4 shimmers and 2 mattes. The deepest shade I don't really wear, but the other ones I absolutely love. It's a great easy go-to look, and I love the formula. Then Warm Neutrals is a little bit deeper. I like the looks that I created with that one as well, but I wasn't as in love. I think Sigma has an amazing formula. I definitely want the new mod palette for them. I'm just waiting for a really good sale. Never buy anything from Sigma full price because they have 30–40% off sales quite often. And then I placed an order with Sydney Grace, and here's my Sydney Grace palette. I bought their Multichromes here, which I have not used yet. We've got Chameleonaire, Twisted Shifter, and Beauregard, and then some of these purples here I got as well. I'm not sure which ones they are. Totally worth it and Happy Accident. I love them. I love the shades that I have from Sydney Grace. I think that they're so beautiful. They have such a great shimmer formula in particular. And then I also bought Mel's Tiny Marvels palette. I have not used this one yet, just swatched it. I definitely need to use this. Of course, so happy that I have this. They have restocked it a couple of times, so if you haven't gotten it yet, I definitely recommend getting that because it's great palette. It's pretty shades. I know I haven't used it yet, but I just know it's going to be amazing, and it's great to be able to support Elle, and proceeds are going to her family, which I think is fantastic. Then from Mercari, I decided to buy the full size of the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Mauve Sunrise. I have all of the others. There's only 4. I love this formula. It's a great cream to powder blush. I can apply this over powder, which is very important to me as I do set my face with powder every day. Absolutely love that. Very easy to apply with my Real Techniques buffing brush. Then some things from the BoxyCharm Facebook group. The Violet Voss Olive You Forever palette. I did not use it. I put it in my sell pile because I just have not gotten on with their formula. And like all the mattes are mauves and all the shimmers are olives, so it's a weird combination. Then I got the Oh For Good To Go palette. Had some eyeshadows, I think 6, and then a full-size highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. I love the highlight. I love the metallic eyeshadows. I didn't care for the mattes or the blush or bronzer, so I did put that in my sell pile. And then I was also gifted the Dr. Brandt Do Not Age Triple Peptide Eye Cream because she like mixed up my package with somebody else, so she let me pick out a gift, and I did not like the consistency of that whatsoever. Then I got some things from Kylie Fab Beauty. She did declutter, and we just had to pay for shipping, and I messaged her right away. Was like, can I buy this please? So first was the Kylie blush, and we were going shopping. I did end up passing that one on, but the thing I was really excited for is this Becca Après Ski face palette. So you have got a bronzer, a blush, 4 highlights, and the blush and this highlight are exclusive to this palette. So this is the Icicle highlight, the Winter Berry blush, and then you also have Rose Quartz, Blush Copper, Opal, and then Bronze Bondi. And even though most of these shades are a little dark for me, they actually ended up working quite nicely. Very happy to have that. I do think Becca has a very nice formula. And those are all the products that I'm going to talk about today. So a lot of things that I really like, some things I do regret buying, and then some things that I haven't used yet, which really is just the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, so that's not bad. Oh, and the Tiny Marvels palette. And I haven't used the Multichromes from Sydney Grace. But still, that's not bad because sometimes they take a really long time to test products. So I know this was a long video and I was talking quickly, so thank you if you were able to stick through it. I would love to hear your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.